Hi, today I want to update you on my art project and what I've realized that I can do with them. You see, first of all, every time I picked up one of these tiles, I just couldn't help but fiddling with it. The smooth, glossy, buttery, oily, slippery texture. Even the parts which I trimmed, which ended up having a dull finish, I just can't help but fiddling with it. And so I had to just keep putting them back down so I wouldn't end up having to fiddle with it all the time. Just then, I remembered seeing an object that you're supposed to be fiddling with, so that when you're under a lot of stress and anxiety, all you have to do is pick one of these objects up and start fiddling with it, and that helps to relieve some of the stress and anxiety. It's called a worry stone. Now, to those of you who do not know what a worry stone is, it's a small flat rock that has a divot carved on the top of it, about the size of a thumbprint and the shape of a spoon. That way, when you feel stressed and anxious, all you have to do is pick up that worry stone and start fiddling with it with your thumb. Just constantly rubbing the indentation on the top of that worry stone. And so then I began thinking, maybe I can make some worry stones out of my artwork and any future pieces of plastic trash that I find. But where to begin? Just then I realized all it takes to make a divot is the back of a spoon. And so I figured that all I have to do is cut them to the right size, and then to wrap them in foil, remelt them, and then use the back of the spoon to make that divot on top. And so I tried that and it worked. But the first attempt ended up causing it to get all blobby. And that was because the sides were not supported. And so it got squished out of shape. And so I designed this. This is a mold on which I could make those worry stones. Now then, I anticipated that chances are, once I make a worry stone like this one, it would be hard to get out, and I'd have to be prying with a screwdriver or a knife. And all I do is ruin the worry stone, the mold, and the screwdriver or knife. And so, in anticipation of that, I put a hole on the bottom and placed a false bottom inside of it so I can just push the worry stone out like this. See that? And I also made this press board so that I could then put the spoon on top and then push the press board down on top of the spoon. And I have my worry stone. So now you're about to see how I make a worry stone. Now, by the way, my brother knew that I was making it out of pieces of plastic trash, which would otherwise have polluted the environment. And so he started calling them worrying about the environment worry stones. Just then I realized that it would be easier to call them environmental worry stones. And so that's what I'm calling them, environmental worry stones. And so now you're about to see how I make one of these worry stones. And voila! Worry stones! Now, you don't have to worry about the environment because of all these environmental worries stones that you can just pick up and play with, knowing that they did not enter our landfills. Now, of course, when I'm through making my worry stones, I am always left with scraps. So, what do I do with these scraps? Do I just throw them in the trash? Absolutely not. That would just contribute to all the plastic garbage that I'm trying to turn into something useful and permanent, and that could add to our landfills, our land pollution, our forest pollution, our water pollution, all these other pollutions. So, what do? I just turn them into new worry stones. All I do is melt the plastic scraps into new sheets of plastic and then turn them into new worry stones. That way, I don't have to worry about throwing all this polluting plastic trash away.